Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I have been enjoying a really nice slow morning. So it's Sunday here at the moment, and Sunday is one of my favourite days of the week because it's the perfect excuse to just slow everything down and have a little bit of a relaxing day, but also I try to do some productive things to set me up for the week as well. So I thought I would take you along on my slow Sunday. I like to start my day with reading where I can. As you guys know, I love to read, and I've just been reading some of what Katie did. I got this really lovely old edition from a secondhand bookshop ages ago actually. I got this, and I think I've got What Katie Did Next, or one of the other ones, and I've never read them before, and they've been sat there for a while, and I just love reading children's classics, and this one caught my eye and I was like, I want to read a little bit of this because it's just a lovely way to start the day. I love the writing, it's so funny, and Katie reminds me a little bit of Anne Shirley as well, so I'm already really attached to that character. So really lovely start of the day. So other things I want to do today, it's a beautiful day. You can already see the sunlight is streaming in. We've had really not very great weather for a while, so I definitely want to get outside with Sky and go on one of our local dog walks. I also like to do a little bit of planning for my week on a Sunday, so I'll take you through how I do that. And I also like to do some food prep, so I'll be doing some cooking. I think I'm going to make some soup for my lunches. So all in all, we're going to have a really lovely slow day here in the Scottish Highlands. So you will have seen this morning that I was using my Wild deodorant, and Wild are kindly sponsoring this week's video. I absolutely love Wild. I've been using their products for a few months now. One of my favourite things about them is their environmental values. What's really great is their products don't contain any single-use plastic. So you get a reusable case, and then you can refill it with their compostable refills. Amazingly, Wild has already saved 200 tonnes of single-use plastic from going to landfill. And to top it off, they also plant a tree with every purchase, which is just lovely. Obviously, I'm vegan, so it's also really important to me that all their products are vegan and they're also cruelty-free. They're also powered by plants and avoid using chemicals like aluminium salts or parabens. So they've just come out with a new design, a new case design, because of Valentine's Day coming up, and it's a sweetheart case, which is super cute. And in here I've got their rose petal scent, which, like all of their refills, smells amazing, and I really love the idea of adding a little bit of self-care and self-love into my morning beauty routine. So my other favourite scents from them are their Linen Lilac, which is a really nice soft kind of floral smell. And then I think this might be my favourite, it's their Sage and Eucalyptus one, and it's just really refreshing. I know a lot of my subscribers really care about the environment, and a few of you have made the swap to using Wild products and been really enjoying them, so that's been lovely to see. So if you would like to try Wild yourself, then you can get 20% off all of their products if you use my code LOVEMOLLY20. I'll pop the code and a link in my description, but you can also scan the QR codes that I'll put on screen now. Thank you very much to Wild for sponsoring this week's video, and now I think we're going to go out and enjoy the sunshine on a dog walk.
They did. Easy one. I'm going on a walk. Yes. You want your treat? Yeah? You want your treat? Good girl.
This has to be one of my favourite walks. I'm at Inches
nature reserve, RSPB Nature Reserve, and it's just up the road from us, so we come here often, especially in the autumn winter. We don't really come in the spring summer because the breeds are birding, so breeds are birding? Birds are breeding, so we don't like to disturb them. But yeah, I love it in the autumn winter, and it's quite a quiet walk. There's a few people here, but people tend to just park in the car park and then use the hides. But yeah, we don't see that many people come around the trail. It's about an hour and a half all the way around. So it's a nice length walk, and it's a really lively variety. You cut through like little bits of woodland, and then of course you've got great views like over the marshes and over the hills beyond. And yeah, it's one of our favourites. We've just perched here. There's a wee bench you probably can't see behind me, and I'm watching this robin. I won't get it on camera, but I saw this the last time we were here. It's obviously a place people stop often to have snacks, and it's waiting for crumbs, so I'll make sure to leave it a few crumbs. This guy's already had a treat, so I'm going to have a wee snack now. But yeah, it's an absolutely gorgeous day. It makes me feel so lucky to live in the Highlands, and the fact that this is my job as well, to come out on beautiful days and share it with you all. So yeah, have a lovely start to a slow Sunday.
He's been enjoying some crumbs.
Well, that was just lovely. The sun's gone in a bit now, so still feeling pretty nippy, but a really lovely walk, and I think we're gonna head back to the tiny home now. I love this tea. It's going to be one of my all-time favourites, even though it's not autumn anymore. I am going to be drinking it all year round. I really like to do some planning on a Sunday because it feels like I can get started on a Monday without thinking about what I'm doing. So I thought I would show you what I do on a Sunday, what planning I do, and of course I do it all in Notion, in my slow living planner, which is what I sell on my Etsy store. I find it's a really easy thing to do. It's really easy to change up during the week as well, because I think like it's good to have an initial plan for the week, but then have flexibility in it if things change, or maybe like I like to work around my energy levels, which is the pro of being self-employed. So some days I might not feel like doing certain things even though I've planned it, so I can move it kind of around. So yeah, and I like to do it. I like to make it like a cozy activity to do on a Sunday. So I get myself a nice cup of tea in my nice autumn mug. I've decided that it's autumn all year round because it's my favourite season. And yeah, sit down and just, it doesn't take me long. It can take, sometimes it just takes me like 10 minutes to do. So I will show you what I have started planning. So this is my weekly planner. So I have a daily, weekly and monthly planner as part of this slow living Notion template, as amongst other things like vision board, journal, lots of other big things. So I'll link that down below if you want to check that out. But the weekly planner in particular is quite simple. I just have the dates, and then I add in an intention for the week. So this week or next week coming will be I enjoy my creativity, and then I like to have 3 priorities, because then I know what I'm doing. If I'm running out of time or need to reprioritise, then that's really easy to keep me on track. And then down here it's basically split into the different days of the week, and these are just like different to-dos I want to do each day. I start with like a basic plan, so this is kind of like, it's quite repetitive in the sense that I tend to do certain things on different days of the week. So on a Monday it's more of like a planning day, on a Tuesday it's usually my filming day, writing on a Wednesday, editing my videos on a Thursday, and then usually Etsy stuff or any other things. I put in, as you can see, I put in cleaning, and then the weekend is more like, yeah, I always make my food plan on Sunday and do my food prep Saturday and do my food prep on a Sunday. And then I'll add in things as I need to, like I said, as the week changes, and then I'll transfer whatever day it is the evening before, so I transfer all the things into my daily planner for a Monday, so I can really like plan it properly and like schedule it and time block it and stuff. But yeah, it keeps me on track, keeps me mindful. I like to make it quite pretty as well, with like my different graphics on here, the different plants on here. But yeah, it's served me really well, and I know a lot of you have enjoyed using this planner, so thank you very much for everyone that has supported my Etsy shop. It really does mean the world to me, and it's just amazing that you guys enjoy it too. So I've got my apron on, so we are going to be getting on with some food prep, and like I think I said, I'm going to be making some soup. I've chosen a tomato soup recipe because it's something I've been craving. It's not something I have very often, but it's a really like ultimate like comfort lunch. So I'll make a bit of a batch so we can have it for lunches through the week. And I'm going to be using this recipe. I've not tried it before. It's by Minimalist Baker, and she's one of my favourite recipe creators. I have her cookbook as well, so it's just like an easy one pot tomato soup. But yeah, her cookbook's really good, so I'll link that down below in case you've not had it. And I've always liked all of her recipes, and this one looks super simple. It's also good because it actually doesn't use any fresh tomatoes because I don't have any. It just uses like peeled and chopped tomatoes in tins, which I do have, so it should be pretty straightforward. And I'm going to crack on with that now. Smells so good. So it's getting to the end of the day now, and I really like to try and do something creative on a Sunday, or in fact every day. I talked about this in my tea time chat with my Substack members, so if you've not seen that, I'll link that down below. It's a wee video I do once a month for my members, chatting about all sorts of things, but the January one was about journaling and picking up as a hobby and doing something creative every single day. So today I didn't feel quite like I had the energy to do a journal page. Not that it takes a huge amount of energy, but I want to design my like February page. In fact, I will give you a little sneak peek. Hang on. It's my lovely journal. And I did a spread for January. You see here, it's like a sort of an artistic page, but also functional because it had like my intentions and my word of the month. I do all my planning in Notion normally, like I say, but this is just a way of having a little bit of creativity in my life, and I really enjoyed doing that for January. So I want to do my February one, but I want to go on Pinterest and get a few ideas for that first. So I thought instead I'm going to do something really simple. I'm going to do a bit of colouring, which is kind of my go-to when I just want to do 10-15 minutes of something creative that's like not for work. So my mum got me this beautiful colouring book for my birthday, I think she did. So it's got some really lovely, well, it's quite big, really lovely designs on the inside there. It's just a really nice thing to do. So I've just been working on this one of the first pages. I'm getting there. I only do a little bit at a time, but it's a really nice thing to do. So yeah, that's my kind of way of chilling and winding down on a Sunday. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed coming along on a bit of a slow Sunday in my life. I really enjoyed having you guys come along with me. And remember, if you want to get 20% off those Wild products, then you can get that code and link in my description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.